All right, Christy, please come up and join Paul with that. You already knew. Christy, will you pin this eagle medal centered and just above the left pocket of Tristan's shirt? His leg. Tristan, in recognition of your father's guidance and devotion along the trail to Eagle, I ask you to present your father with this gift. And in recognition of your mother's guidance and devotion along the trail to Eagle, I ask you to present your mother with this pin. So, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with great pride, allow me to introduce to you Eagle Scout Tristan Sutherland.
Thank you for coming, everyone. I'm glad to have you all here. To start things off, like he said, my scouting journey has been a bit of a weird one with the jumping between 119 and 3810 and now 170. So that did mean that wasn't one particular set of individuals that I was able to really grow accustomed to, but it does mean that there's a lot of people that helped and were impactful on my journey. First, there's Mr. Trey Faircloth and Mr. Roger Moxley, who were the Scoutmasters for 119. They were my introduction into scouting, which first impressions are always very important. So, next is Mr. Eric Song, who was the Scoutmaster for 3810. He presided over the middle stages of my experience, and he did create a fun, if brief, environment for us to continue working on our ranks. In the more recent years, I had Mr. Chris Brown, Mr. Mike Deinhardt, and Mr. Jeff Fraley. All three of them either are or were adult leaders at 170. Mr. Brown was the Scoutmaster of the troop for a good portion of my time there, a role that my dad now currently occupies. He was also the one who did my Scoutmaster conferences, the most recent of which was greatly beneficial in preparing for my Eagle Border review. Mr. Deinhardt has overseen a few of my merit badges, most notably the Personal Management Merit Badge, which out of all of the badges that I've done, is probably the one that's most likely to come in handy in the coming years as I go off to college and past that. Mr. Fraley left the troop not too long after I joined, so I didn't have much time alongside him, but he was prominent during my early days in 170, and he is one of the people who wrote a letter of recommendation for my Eagle rank up. The other people who wrote letters for me were Mr. Mr. Nelson Gordon and Miss Linda Nobles, both of whom go to my church and at some point during my childhood have taught for either Sunday school or King's Kids. So they have both been very impactful on my life in general, not just scouting. All of these people have been important on my way to reaching this rank. However,